Plans for a crackdown on potential acid attackers. People caught carrying corrosive substances twice will automatically face at least 6 months in prison if new proposals are put in place. But for some victims of acid attacks, the proposals don't go far enough, as Dan Whitehead reports.
On their honeymoon in Bali in 2011, Andreas Christopheros and his wife Pia starting married life, living in Cornwall with their son Theo. But on December the 9th, 2014, Andreas's life changed forever. In a case of mistaken identity, he became the victim of a horrific acid attack.
I heard a knock at the door and opened my door as I would to anybody, and instantly received a beaker of sulfuric acid in my face whilst he's saying, "This is for you, mate." It's hard to describe the sensation. My face, I could tell my face was swelling up, but at the same time it felt numb to touch, but at the same time it was on fire. It was certainly the most severe pain I've ever experienced.
Andreas was rushed to hospital. His wife and family told it was unlikely he'd make it through the night. But he did, and has since undergone at least 12 operations and is continuing to rebuild his life.
A hardcore festival. Listen to the speaker.
Andreas welcomes the new legislation, but wants it to go further.
I believe any person who crosses that line, any person who attempts an attack using a corrosive substance, no matter how severe the injuries are on their intended victim, any person who crosses that line should be facing life with a minimum term of 20 years in jail.
Police figures show there were 408 attacks using corrosive substances between November 2016 and April this year. Under the new government proposals, criminals caught twice with corrosive substances will automatically face a prison sentence of at least 6 months. The two-strike rule will mirror a 2015 system for offenders repeatedly caught carrying knives. The government is also considering a new offence to stop the sale of acids to under 18s. Products containing dangerous acids are easily available online and in local shops. So when it comes to policing this new law, the government says it'll come down to the judgment of officers on the ground.
In terms of the possession offence, police officers have a great deal of common sense, and I'm sure they'll be able to make the right decisions about, when they approach somebody, the context in which they're going to be approaching them. And it'll just be down to the person, if the police ask them, just to give a reason why they are carrying those substances.
Acid is now being put on par with knives when it comes to the danger it poses as a weapon, a fact victims are all too